I refused full custody of my daughter after my husband asked for a divorce. My ex-husband Jake had this perfect plan mapped out. He'd work his fancy job while I stayed home with Mia since she was born. 7 years later, I barely remembered who I was before diapers and goldfish crackers. When Jake came home that Tuesday night, he didn't even sit down, just stood by the kitchen counter still in his work clothes and said he wanted a divorce. No warning, no fight beforehand, nothing. He said he'd been thinking about it for months. I felt like someone punched me in the stomach, but then he kept talking. He said since I didn't have a job or income, he figured I'd want him to take Mia most of the time, so she could have stability. He even had this whole speech ready about how I could see her every other weekend and Wednesday nights. That's when it clicked. He planned this whole thing. While I was home making lunches and helping with homework, he was probably talking to lawyers, making sure everything worked out perfect for him. I asked him if he met someone else. He got all defensive and said it wasn't about that, but he wouldn't look at me when he said it, just kept staring at his phone. The next few weeks were hell. Jake moved into his brother's spare room, but still came by every morning to help Mia get ready for school, acting like nothing changed. Meanwhile, I'm Googling divorce lawyers at 2 a.m. and crying in the Target parking lot. My mom kept calling saying I needed to fight for custody, that any good mother would. But here's what nobody understood. I was exhausted, not just tired, completely burnt out. 7 years of being the only parent who knew where the Band-Aid drawer was or what Mia's teacher's name was. Jake never once took her to a doctor's appointment, never knew her friends' names, never did bedtime without me. But suddenly he wanted to be dad of the year? So when our lawyers met, Jake looked shocked when I said I agreed to his custody plan. His lawyer even asked if I was sure, like they expected me to fight tooth and nail. I told them I wanted every other weekend and Wednesdays.